everybody moving. So fresh that they calling us exclusive. Cause when you're this high, imitation's useless. Come on. Detroit players, tips for my hooligans in Brooklyn. Dead right, with the head right, be there, air light. Papa been school since days of under rules. Never lose, never choose to. Bruise come through, do something to us. Talk go through us, girls want to us. Wanna do us, screw us, yeah, Papa and Papa. Close like Starsky and Hutch, stick to clutch. So I squeeze three at your cherry M3, bang every MC easily. Recently, Brian ain't saying nothing, so I just keep my peace, keep my peace. Visit the pieces, peace, with my peace. Pack it, basket, we want it, you know, it's on it, got Brooklyn, we on it.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome inside the ballpark as the Welland Jackfish, the regular season champions. 2 games left on the season tonight, and then we go Saturday for Fan Appreciation Night. And a special little something to come Saturday, but we will keep that on the down low for now. It is the Brantford Red Sox in town tonight to take on your Welland Jackfish, who are donning yet again a new jersey. And it's very colorful out there on the infield and outfield as Ben Abram will get the start. And leading things off for the Red Sox will be Kieran Bowles, the third baseman. And Bowles pops up the first pitch he sees. Ethan Hunt is called off by Hogan Brown, and he hauls it in. 1 pitch, 1 out for Ben Abram. It's a Catalina wine mixer Step Brothers theme inside the ballpark tonight. Every player has got a couple different colored plaid Step Brothers inspired jersey on tonight. These jerseys all be auctioning off at the end of the 7th inning. And this will bring in the shortstop Gus Wilson to the plate. Abram's numbers on the season pretty impressive, as first pitch from Abram is in there for strike 1. 2-1 on the season. A 1.24 ERA in 4 games, 2 of those being starts. This is third. 21 innings pitched, 22 strikeouts, only 4 walks. Oh, 1 pitch. He's outside, 1-1. Abram delivers. Wilson's going to poke one through the right side for a base hit. So the shortstop aboard here for Brantford with 1 away. Infield alignment tonight for the Jackfish. A couple new names getting the start tonight, of course, with the regular season pennant already wrapped up for the Welland Jackfish. It'll be Greg Marco getting his second start of the season behind the dish. McCoy Pierce at third base. James Smybert at short. Ethan Hunt will get the start at second with Steven Moretto at first base. Left to right in the outfield, it'll be Tyson Gom in left. Hogan Brown will patrol center, and Ethan Pasco over in right field, as that one's going to bloop into right field. That's a fair ball and a base hit for Kuzmenka. First to third goes Wilson, and now Brantford with runners at the corners with 1 away here in the first.
Batting fourth, catcher number 23, Chris Ruiz.
So back-to-back base hits for the Red Sox, and that'll bring in the catcher, Chris Ruiz. First pitch dips outside from Abram. 1-0 the count as Abram finds himself in trouble here early in the first. Ruiz batting 115, 1 home run, 1 RBI as he fouls that one back to the screen. 1-1 the count on the cleanup man tonight for the Red Sox. Blustery night here in Welland as Abram comes set. Long pause, now will deliver to the plate. Ruiz bounces one to short. 6-4, back to first. The throw is high, he's safe, and the Red Sox are going to score a run. Taylor made double play. Hunt couldn't make the turn and throw, even with the slow Ruiz running, as he threw that one high over Moretto. And that'll allow a run to score for the Red Sox as they take an early 1-0 lead. And that'll bring in the designated hitter tonight, Jeremy Veilleux. Abrams' pitch is outside for ball 1. What a jump that was over there at first base from Chris Ruiz, who swipes second base, now puts himself in scoring position for Veilleux, who's in a 2-0 count. As that one's in there, a swing and a miss, 2-1 now the count to Veilleux, with Ruiz now at second. Here comes the 2-1, and that one's fouled off out of play, 2-2 the count. As Abrams one pitch away from getting out of the top of the first. Fans trying to rally for Ben Abram. 2-2 count. Here comes his offering. That one is slash foul as staying alive is Veilleux. Two once again, and Veilleux fouls it straight back to the screen. Good battle here from the 5-hole hitter, designated hitter tonight, Veilleux. We'll try the 2-2 once again. Veilleux bounces one to third. Nice pick by McCoy Pierce. His throw over the head of Moretto. That one bounces off the backstop, but not in time, as another run's going to score as Chris Ruiz this time makes his way around the bases on another error by the Jackfish. 2 already here in the first inning. And another wild throw, and not much Moretto could do about that one.
First baseman number 34, Evan Ryan.
It was a nice pick by McCoy Pierce over there at third base. The throw, not so much. So now the Red Sox have a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first on Ben Abram. And that'll bring Evan Ryan to the dish. Ryan check swing. He went around, strike one. Oh, 1 is high and outside for 1-1. Check swing, he went around. Yes, he did. 1-2. Abram trying to get through this first inning. 2 away, 1-2 count to Evan Ryan. Here's the offering, wave and a miss. Marco's got it, strike 3. And Ben Abram gets out of the top of the first, not before Brantford scratches 2 across the plate after a half inning here at Welland. Red Sox 2, Jackfish coming up.
Fans out as a free medium French fry.
When the unexpected happens, who can you call to guide you from crisis to calm? The trusted experts at Service Master Restore are ready when you need us. We'll be there for you every step of the way. Service Master Restore. We restore your home and your peace of mind. When the unexpected happens, who can you call to guide you from crisis to calm? The trusted experts at Service Master Restore are ready when you need us. We'll be there for you every step of the way. Service Master Restore. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
Welland Stadium. Bottom half of the first inning after Brantford scratches 2 across in the top half, and it'll be Hogan Brown leading things off against Danny Howitt, the starting pitcher for Brantford tonight. He's done a little bit of everything for the Red Sox this season.
Jackfish, center fielder number 24, Hogan Brown.
As Hogan Brown steps in, he's 3-4 in 19 games, only 5 of those games being starts, as his first pitch is on the inside part for strike 1. He's got a 4.24 ERA, 1 save as well. He's got 65 innings under his belt, 56 strikeouts. The walks, though, 39. And he's given up 86 hits. And that one at the head of Hogan Brown as he ducks out of the way, 1-1. He's also had an at-bat this season. So again, he's been all over the ball diamond, has Howard. And Hogan Brown slashes one foul, up and out of play, 1-2. Wind blowing from right to left here tonight, as we got some action already going on in the Welland bullpen, it looks like. So we'll see how far Abram goes. Of course, this game really not meaning a lot to the Welland Jackfish. Looks like Underhill up and throwing in the bullpen. And Hogan Brown on the ground to second. Gobbled up Gallagher. His throw on to first almost brought Ryan off the bag, but he keeps the toe on, one away.
Batting second, right fielder number 8, Ethan Pasco.
So that'll bring Ethan Pasco to the dish. Pasco getting the start today. And Pasco's going to lay down a bunt. That's going to be a tough play for Howitt. Throw across the diamond, not in time. Infield single for Ethan Pasco. It was a high chopper, tough play for Howitt off the mound, and he couldn't get the throw there in time.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 15, Steven Moretto.
So that'll bring in the first baseman, Steven Moretto, with a man aboard and one away. First pitch to Moretto, and that one's just over top of us, 0-1. There were scheduled to be 3 games across the IBL tonight. Hamilton and Kitchener were rained out at Jack Couch Park in Kitchener, so that'll have to be made up. And it's Toronto and Barrie as Pasco's picked off. Now in a rundown, that one bounced there, and Pasco's going to be safe. Now Pasco's going to head to third. Nobody's at third base. There goes Pasco, 90 feet away. What heads-up base running from Ethan Pasco as Brantford throws the ball around the infield. They had about 3 chances to tag him. Couldn't do it, and Pasco ends up at third. Here comes the 0-1 to Moretto, wave and a miss on an off-speed pitch. Now 0-2. Of course, Welland, a lot of backups in the game tonight. Of course, Greg Marco behind the plate. You got Ethan Pasco in right. Tyson Gom over in left. Not regular starters for the Jackfish. Trying to give some of those regular guys a couple nights off before the playoffs start. And Moretto, swing and a miss. He's down on strikes. Now 2 away.
Batting fourth, shortstop number 23, James Smyber.
So here is James Smyber. Of course, this first round playoff preview. Playoff tickets are now on sale if you go to wellandjackfish.com. Secure your playoff tickets before they're all sold out. First pitch to Smyber, and he pops it a mile high. Ryan looking like he's giving it a chase, but that one's going to end up in the seats. Look out. And a fan gobbles that one up. And of course, game 1 of the Domingo Cup playoffs will be here August 24th, 7:25 first pitch. Of course, best of 5. Game 2 will be at Brantford on August 25th at 8 o'clock. And then Game 3, August 26th, back at Welland at 6:05. And Smybert is going to pop one high down the right side, drifting over the right fielder, not able to get there. Kuzmenka just up short. And it's 1-2 on Smybert. Game 4, if necessary, August 27th, an afternoon start at Brantford. And if necessary, Game 5, August 29th at 7:30, back at Welland Stadium for round 1 of the playoffs. Smybert's going to send one through the left side. That's a base hit. Pasco will trot home, and it's an RBI single for JS, and the Jackfish chip away. It's now 2-1.
Batting fifth, designated hitter number 1, Caleb Furistake.
So Caleb Furistake will DH tonight as he steps into the batter's box. (0-1) to Furistake. Howitt checking over at first to Smybert. Furistake shows bunt, and he bunts one down the third baseline, but foul. 0-2. (0-2) to Furistake. Smybert, his lead off first. Howitt comes set, now delivers high and tight. 1-2. And that one's chopped foul as Furistake stays alive. (1-2) to Furistake. Smybert off on the pitch. That one's in the dirt, and Smybert will swipe second base. Wave and a miss from Furistake for strike 3, so Howitt strikes out 2 in the inning. Does surrender the 1 run on the RBI single from Smybert. And after 1 here in Welland, Brantford leading 2-1.
Presented by Chris the Eagle Pizzari on Century 21. Our promo teams in the crowd. Who wants a team? Going home with y'all. 106 table behind section 106 now. The draw will take place at the end of the 7th inning. Want to meet the fish and run the bases? Join the team post-game, each and every home game on the field for a post-game autograph session and the chance to run the bases just like your favorite Jackfish players. Enter the field following tonight's game via the home team dugout. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Welland Jackfish, wearing number 00, Alberto Guerrero. And leading off the second inning for Brantford, center fielder, number 14, Roger Keane.
So welcome back to the ballpark, and some confusion going on here down at the field. So now we're kind of figuring out what's going on here. It was Ben Abram was pulled from this game after just one inning, trying to get everybody work. Alberto Guerrero actually came into this game. He needed to face one batter. He does just that, and now he's eligible without throwing one pitch for the IBL playoffs. We're pretty sure that's the situation here, as it was just an intentional walk from Brian Essery, and Roger Keane will be aboard to lead off the second inning on the walk. Assuming that's probably the first time Roger Keane's ever been intentionally walked. As Nolan Gallagher now will be in the box, and it'll be Brandon Underhill taking over. Well, we will check our out-of-town scoreboard while Underhill warms up here. It's Toronto and Barrie, the only other game going on tonight. That game in the bottom of the first, scoreless in Barrie.
Now pitching for the Jackfish, number 3.
Rained out in Kitchener at Jack Coach Park, Hamilton and the Panthers. It's an intriguing game there, as teams still battling for seeding and positioning. As Kitchener right now actually in the 2 spot. Barrie's kind of been on a slide the last couple of weeks, losing games to, of course, Welland and Brantford, and they've kind of gone on a little bit of a slide at the wrong time, have the Baycats. Of course, the Jackfish tonight wearing their chipmunk hats, because why not? 4-0 in the Timber Tiger uniforms. Now, of course, with this promotion going on today, they can't keep wearing the Timber Tigers jerseys, so instead they just keep the ball caps rolling as they look to win their 5th straight game here today. So Underhill ready to roll.
Now batting for Brantford, second baseman number 10, Nolan Gallagher.
So Nolan Gallagher with a man aboard. Now will face Underhill, who's had a pretty decent season coming out of the pen in a long relief role for the Welland Jackfish. As that first pitch is on the ground, caught by Hunt, back to first, call it 2, a double play. And what a start for Underhill as he comes in, gets a liner to Hunt. Drifting off the bag, too far was Keane, and he's nabbed at first. 2 away, 1 pitch.
Batting ninth, left fielder number 55, Tyler Wilson.
Not sure at all what Keane was thinking drifting off first base that far. That was a liner right at Hunt, but it wasn't hit too hard. And Keane, a good 10, 15 feet off the base, easily doubled up. As that pitch is fouled back by Tyler Wilson. Underhill on the season, 3-0, a 4.44 ERA in 14 games. One of those being starts just about a month ago. Just under a strikeout per inning pitcher, as he's thrown 28 innings, and that one slash foul down the right side. 28.1 innings pitched. He's got 25 strikeouts, 9 walks, 36 hits given up. Underhill has been great for the Fish, again, in that long relief role that he's taken over so well here this season. As that one bounces in, the young right-hander now at a 1-2 count on Tyler Wilson. as Wilson stays alive, fouling that one back. 1-2 the count remains. Wind blowing in now, and that one fouled off. So you can probably hear it if you're watching it on the stream here. Windy night here in Welland. Pretty good crowd on hand to this one once again. Of course, we'll announce it on the stream coming up in this bottom half of the inning. Saturday, not only fan appreciation night, special guest throwing out the first pitch. That one's popped high. Marco gives the mask a little toss. He's under it, and he's got it. So Marco, always animated as he makes the play. And to the bottom half of inning number 2 we go. Underhill, a good inning. Brantford leads 2-1 here in Welland.
Presented by Niagara College. Ryan, take it away.
Thank you, Ron. I'm over here in section 107.
Number 19, McCoy. Pierce.
So bottom half of inning number 2 here in Welland. Wind's starting to pick up here in the Rose City as it is Catalina Wine Mixer's Stepbrothers night here inside the ballpark. And of course we said we would let you in on a little secret about this upcoming Saturday. It's going to be a great night at the ballpark. Of course, fan appreciation night on Saturday. On top of that, if you have been following, so if you haven't already got your tickets for Saturday, make sure you do so. Tickets are selling out fast.
Second baseman, number 9, Ethan Hunt.
And they won't be available much longer as Ethan Hunt steps to the plate with one away. First pitch to Hunt is sent in the air to shallow center field. Coming on is Keane, dives, he can't come up with it. Never breaking stride is Hunt, and he's into second with a stand-up double. Great base running from Ethan Hunt as he was running right out of the box.
Fielder, number 25, Tyson Gom.
And that'll bring up Tyson Gom, who's drawing the start here tonight. Gom playing left field. Greg Marco awaits on deck. Gom, of course, with that awkward-looking batting stance. He's going to lay down a bunt, and it's going to be called a fair ball. They call that a fair ball. That looked like it bounced right off home plate in the batter's box. And Brian Essery is going to come out and argue this call. And here we go again. Controversy as the ball mark, Gomes pointing to the ball mark in the other batter's box. Brian Esery trying to get an explanation. He's not going to get it. So, home plate umpire Dan LeGros not giving Brian Esery anything. Esery's still out there arguing with LeGros. So Esery now will walk back to the dugout, and that'll bring Greg Marco up to the plate.
Number 7, Greg Marco.
So here's Greg Marco, drawing his second start of the season behind the dish for the Jackfish. First pitch to Marco is in tight for ball 1. Marco, one of the best team guys you'll find in the IBL. And Marco slashes one foul. And it's 1-1. Wave and a miss from Marco at that one. Now 1-2 the count. Marco on the season 1 for 9, only 1 hit. And Marco bounces one to third. Bowles has got it, throw across the diamond just in time to beat Marco. Through 2 here in Welland. To the top half of inning number 3 we go. It's the Red Sox leading the Jackfish 2-1.
You can wear the fish this season. Head over to the Tackle Box, the official merchandise shop of your Welland Jackfish. There you'll find a great selection of hats, t-shirts, and game jerseys to show you're a true fanatic. You can also shop.
When the unexpected happens, who can you call to guide you from crisis to calm? The trusted experts at Service Master Restore are ready when you need us. We'll be there for you every step of the way. Service Master Restore. We restore your home and your peace of mind. When the unexpected happens, who can you call to guide you from crisis to calm? The trusted experts at Service Master Restore are ready when you need us. We'll be there for you every step of the way. Service Master Restore. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
Post-game location of the Welland Jackfish. Visit them after any 2023 home game at 200 Fitch Street in Welland. Bring your game ticket and receive 10% off your order. Leading off the third inning for the Red Sox, third baseman, Kieran Bowles.
So, welcome back inside the ballpark. Top half of inning number 3. Brandon Underhill back out there as he pumps in ball 1 to the leadoff man, Kieran Bowles, who flew out to center field in his last at-bat. And Underhill pumps in strike 1, 1-1. The countdown to playoffs is on for the Welland Jackfish, your regular season champion Welland Jackfish. Game 1 goes a week from today against these Brantford Red Sox here at 7:25 first pitch. And going around is Bowles 1 and 2. So make sure, if you haven't already, grab your tickets while they last. wellandjackfish.ca. As it's a 1-2 count, Underhill deals, and that one's bounced foul. The count will stay 1 and 2. Underhill's 1-2. Gets it on the outside corner. Bowles disagrees as he has words with Dale LeGros. 1 away.
Shortstop Gus Wilson.
So our standings are pretty much set in stone for the playoffs. Welland's going to face Brantford, of course. And Kitchener, Barrie are both battling for that 2 seed, and they'll get to face, whoever does end up getting that 2 seed is going to face the London Majors. And then Toronto, Guelph, and Hamilton are all within a game and a half of each other for that 4, 5, and 6 seeds. As that one's sent foul. 1 and 2 now the count. So it is a big game in Barrie. If Barrie were to win tonight, they would surpass Kitchener for that 2 seed. If not, they would fall half a game back. As that one's slashed into right field, base hit. So Gus Wilson's aboard here in the 3rd inning.
Right fielder Christian Kuzmenka.
So that'll bring up Christian Kuzmenka. One away, top half of the 3rd. Red Sox lead 2-1. Another pickoff attempt over to first base. An 0-1 count to Kuzmenka. And that one's going to get away from Marco, and advancing up to second base is Wilson. I'm going to guess it's the same scenario for Ben Abrams' start tonight. He probably needed an inning pitch to qualify for the playoffs. which is the reason he gets the hook so quickly here tonight. See how able to stay alive, reaching out, and just getting a piece of that one, Kuzmenka. Count remains 1-2. One and two, Underhill delivers. And it's fouled off once again.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
2 runs on 4 hits and an error for the Red Sox. 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error for the Jackfish tonight. Here comes the 1-2. And it's chopped up the middle. Smybert's got it. Takes his time. Gathers, throws on to first. 2 away. As Gus Wilson will move up to third base.
Catcher Chris Ruiz.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chris Ruiz. First pitch to Ruiz in the dirt. Nice block there by Marco. Saves a run. 1-0. Is in there on the outside part of the plate. 1-1. Ruiz not happy with the call. And Marco with another nice block in behind the dish. 2-1. 2-1 pitch is high now, 3-1 on Chris Ruiz. And Ruiz turns on that one and sends it high, but foul, full count. Just early on that one was Ruiz. Underhill comes set. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. Underhill gets Ruiz looking. To the bottom of the third we go. Brantford continues to lead Welland 2-1.
Fans at this time, please direct your attention to the field, right in front of the Jackfish dugout. It's time for the Empty Bellies Dizzy Bat Race. Take it away, Director of Fun, Ryan Harrison.
Thank you, Rod. I got Mackenzie and Ryan here for the Empty Bellies Dizzy Bat Race. Here's how this works. When I say go, head the bat back to 4, spin around till I say stop, at which point you try to hit the ball off the tee. The first contestant to do so wins $25 at Empty Bellies. Fans, second last home game of the year. Let's make some noise for our contestants. Okay, on your mark, get set, go. He's off. Save his hat there. ruthless. Ruthless. He's giving it. How about now? Yeah? One more time. How about now? On your mark, get set, go. Congratulations, Mackenzie. You're walking home with $25, everybody's fans. One more time for our contestants. They're amazing.
Empty Bellies is the official pregame location of the Welland Jackfish. Throughout the 2023 season, go for lunch or dinner at Empty Bellies before any Thursday or Saturday home game. Spend $20 or more per person before tax and receive a $5 ticket to the Jackfish game. Empty Bellies, big food, big fun. Leading off the third inning for the Fish, center fielder number 24, Hogan Brown.
So welcome back inside the ballpark. Pitching change for the Red Sox. We have no idea who he is. And his first pitch is sent up the middle. Nice pick, Wilson. Throw on to first in time. One pitch, one away. We'll just go with anonymous for now. There's no number 45 on the active roster.
8, Ethan Pasco.
So we're still waiting to hear from downstairs. So here's Ethan Pasco. He reached on a bunt single last time, came around and scored the only run so far here tonight for the Jackfish. Anonymous gets his sign, now comes set. And he deals outside for ball 2. (2-0) is right at the knees for strike 1. It's confirmed that nobody in the ballpark knows who's on the mound right now. So we still haven't gotten confirmation as he bumps in strike 2. 2-2 the count. So Pasco's down, and now 2 away quickly. We did find out who's on the bump. It's Noah Law.
First baseman, number 15, Steven Moretto.
And now we're not even sure if it is Noah Law. So Brian Essery had an exchange at home plate with Dale LeGros, and he was chatting. I don't even think Noah Law's on Brantford's active roster tonight, but he's in the ball game, which would make sense why we couldn't find his number on the game sheet. As Law deals outside. 2-0 to Steven Moretto. Moretto struck out back in the first inning. 2-0. And Moretto skies one high on the infield. Gallagher looks like he's got it in his sights. He backs up a few steps and hauls it in, so a quick inning for Law. 1-2-3 go the Jackfish. To the fourth we go. 2-1 Red Sox continue to lead.
Game presented by Giant FM.
Thank you, Rod. I'm here in...
Going home with y'all.
Leading off the fourth inning for the Brantford Red Sox, designated hitter Jeremy Veilleux.
So Jeremy Veilleux steps in, top of the fourth. Veilleux reached on an error in his last at-bat. Underhill back out there for inning number 3, and that one sent foul, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1, and that one's blooped up the middle. That ball's going to fall in, base hit. So Veilleux aboard with a leadoff single here in the fourth, and that's how the Red Sox start the inning.
First baseman Evan Ryan.
So here is the first baseman, Evan Ryan, who struck out back in inning number 1. And Underhill pumps in strike 1. Looks like it's going to be Underhill going for the majority of this one. Hopefully see if they can get maybe 5-6 innings out of it. We'll see what Brian Essery opts to do here. As that one's bounced to second. 4, 6, 3, double play, and 2 away just like that in the fourth. Nice turn by Hunt. Smybert the throw across back to first base in plenty of time. And the Fish turn their second double play of the night.
Center fielder Roger Keane.
So that'll bring in Roger Keane. He was intentionally walked back in the second inning, just so that Alberto Guerrero could officially have come into this game and faced one hitter. so that he is eligible for the IBL playoffs starting next week to this date exactly. Here, 7:25, it'll be the Red Sox in town. Weak swing and a miss there from Keene. And it's quickly 0-2. Marco setting up outside. And that one bounced to third. McCoy, Pierce has it. Throw across the diamond in the dirt. Nice pick. Steven Moretto bails out McCoy. Pierce at the hot corner. And with the double play, 3 up, 3 down, go the Red Sox. To the bottom of the fourth we go here in Welland. We got a 2-1 ball game in favor of Brantford.
Back down to the field we go. It's time for the IG Wealth Management Fisherman's Race. As he gets set up, as the contestants get ready, back down to Ryan Harrison.
Thank you again, Ryan. Okay, we've got the IG Wealth Management Fisherman's Race. We've got Brittany and Leah versus Aaron and Tara. Here's how this works. When I say go, you take off, down, grab a fish, bring it back. Once all 3 are put in the bucket, the first across the... On your mark, get set, go! Fish down here. Speedboats. Boats and rows. Boats and rows. That's it over. There you go. Fish number 2. A slow boat. And down the last fish here. Come on, guys. Make some noise for our fisherman races. Balls with no cigar, congratulations, you are down to $25 a box.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Brantford Red Sox, number 19, Aiden Stan. And leading off the 4th inning for the Fish, shortstop number 23, James Smyberg.
So welcome back inside the ballpark as we go bottom half of inning number 4. James Smyberg will lead things off for the Jackfish. It'll be Hayden Stam now into the game pitching for the Red Sox. Actually on the active roster this time, so we didn't have to wait half an inning to get his name, which is a bonus. So it'll be Stam. As it looks like the Red Sox are going to get a couple of their guys through pitching-wise here tonight. First pitch is in there for strike 1 to JS. Smyberg singled and an RBI. The only run has been driven in by James Smyberg. As here comes the 0-1. And Smyberg wakes back on that curveball, and he'll deposit it into center field. Leadoff base hit, make JS 2 for 2 tonight.
The designated hitter number 1, Caleb Furesteak.
So that'll bring in the DH, Caleb Furesteak. Furesteak struck out back in inning number 1. He ended the first inning on the strikeout. First pitch in there for strike 1 against Caleb Furesteak. Toronto and Barrie locked at 1 apiece. That game in the bottom half of inning number 3 over in Barrie. Over at Vintage Throne. And now a pickoff attempt back to first. JS takes 2 steps and back to the bag. Furesteak, big cut and a miss at that one, now 0-2. Furesteak was the one who came through in the clutch in Barrie on Sunday afternoon to pretty much put that game away with a 3-run shot he hit. And Davey Mendez recorded the last few outs as Furesteak bounces one on the ground to Gallagher. Gallagher to second for one, not in time back to first, so it's a fielder's choice, and Smybert is erased on the base paths. Hayden Stam this season, 0-0 with a 14.85 ERA.
Your third baseman, number 19, McCoy Pierce.
He's pitched in 10 games, and he's got 6 innings pitched. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, given up 18 hits in those 6 innings. Here comes the pitch, and it's in the dirt. McCoy taking 1-0. Stamps 1-0, and he'll pick off back to first instead. Furistake back in easily. (1-0) to McCoy Pierce. And McCoy Pierce launches one into right field, drifting back. Kuzmenka, back. Did he get it? Did Kuzmenka come up with that catch? No, he did not. McCoy Pierce into second with a double, trotting home Furistake. And Kuzmenka is down in the outfield. I think Kuzmenka caught that baseball. And Kuzmenka coming in with Keane, and they both saying that ball was caught. And now the umpires are going to get together here. For now, it's going to be an RBI double for McCoy Pierce. If he made that catch, what a grab it was. Out in right center on a dead sprint, Kuzmenka to the wall. We don't have any cameras out there. I'm not sure why he threw the ball in so fast, though. That might hurt him. McCoy Pierce, props to him. He just kept running. And now the umpires are going to get together on the infield. And we'll see what decision they come up with. If it stays a double, it'll be a tie game, 2-2. With 1 out. If it's reversed, it'll be 2 away with a runner at first base. And they're going to stay with the double, so they're going to call that a double. They're going to call him out. And now it's going to be a double play, and now here's Brian Esery out to argue. I don't know how a call like that gets overturned necessarily. We don't have any camera views out in the outfield. So one of the umpires would have had to see it for sure, but then the fact that they can get a double play out of it as well, Esery not happy with that at all.
And back down to the field we go. It's time for the Jackfish Pony Hop.
So Brian Esery voicing his displeasure. That was ruled as a double, and as soon as the umpire makes that safe sign, if that call is overturned, he should be able to go back to first base. It shouldn't be called a double play. So that's just not a great call from this crew here tonight. That's been a little bit all over the place, but we will go to the field as Brian Esery still out there pleading his case.
Congratulations, all you're up and home with a Jackfish t-shirt fan. Make some noise for our contestants.
Fans, don't forget, if you have a birthday coming up, spend it with the fish. Book a Jackfish birthday package today and let the Jackfish turn your birthday into the best one yet. Group bookings can be made by
so Brian Esery still not happy, and he's not getting an explanation. Brian Esery still out there wanting an explanation from Jeff Rose, and now he'll go to Dale LeGros. Again, the ruling is if the umpire makes the save call, it was ruled a hit. In that scenario where it's ruled a hit, they shouldn't be able to double him off if the call gets overturned. Furistake should be allowed to return to first base with 2 away. And that's what Esery's saying on the field now. He said, you called it a hit, you called it safe. Now again, if this is the other way around, and they call the out right away, then it can be a double play. But it's the fact they said it was a base hit, and Esery's still standing out there pleading his case.
JB's also informed me that 50-50 jackpot The take home tonight are already over.
And again, one of these umpires would have had to clearly see that play get caught to be able to make that call. Brian Ezery's been out arguing with the umpires. This is the fourth trip to behind home plate tonight. It's been very loose here this evening, but it will stay. It's a double play on an overturned call after originally being ruled a double, an RBI double for McCoy Pierce. So to the top of the fifth we go now, and it'll be Underhill back out on the bump. 2-1, Red Sox continue to lead. I just don't know how you overturn that call with nothing in the outfield. We have no views or anything out there. So nonetheless, it does turn into a pretty good catch in the outfield from Kuzmeka. Maybe one of the weirdest double plays of the season. So leading things off will be Nolan Gallagher, the second baseman. Gallagher hit into a double play of his own back in inning number 2.
Leading off the fifth inning for the Red Sox, second baseman Nolan Gallagher.
And now we're not. I wish you would tell me why.
Underhill's first pitch of the inning, wave and a miss from Gallagher, 0-1. Underhill's delivery high, 1-1. Two and one now to Gallagher. Gallagher skies one, maybe a play for Moretto, the first baseman. He's over near the bullpen. He's got lots of room, and he's got it for out number 1 here at the top of the fifth.
Left fielder Tyler Wilson.
So here's Tyler Wilson. And Wilson bounces one to Moretto at first. Onto an E. He'll take it himself, 2 away. So back to the top of the first hit, or back to the top of the lineup. Kieran Bowles, who's flown out to center and struck out here tonight.
Apple pen. I have a pen. I have pineapple.
Oh, 0-1 to Kieran Bowles. And that slider outside for ball 1. Counts at 1-1. Pitch is high. 2-1 now the count. That one on the ground to second. Picked up by Hunt, tossed to first. Inning over. Nice clean inning for Brandon Underhill once again. He's through 4 strong here tonight. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Brantford leading 2-1.
Down to the stands we go. Ryan is with 1.
When the unexpected happens, who can you call to guide you from crisis to calm? The trusted experts at Service Master Restore are ready when you need us. We'll be there for you every step of the way. Service Master Restore. We restore your home and your peace of mind. When the unexpected happens, who can you call to guide you from crisis to calm? The trusted experts at Service Master Restore are ready when you need us. We'll be there for you every step of the way. Service Master Restore. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
Game for your fish before the playoffs begin a week from tonight. To purchase tickets and learn more about group rates, visit WellandJackfish.com. Leading off the fifth inning for Welland, second baseman number 9, Ethan Hunt.
So here's Ethan Hunt leading things off here in the bottom of inning number 5. Starting to get really blustery out here. Flags blowing straight in from dead center. Hunt, first pitch on the ground. That ball's going to sneak through. No, nice play at short, but the throw not in time. Nice backup by Gus Wilson deep in the hole. Unable to throw across his body in time. Hunt's going to be aboard with a leadoff infield single. And that'll bring up Tyson Gom.
The left fielder, number 25, Tyson Gom.
Gom with his straight up batting stance. First pitch to him, and Gom sends one deep to left field. Drifting back is Wilson. That one does drop for sure this time. Rounding second base into third. Hunt. It's a stand-up double for Gomer. And the Jackfish are in business here in the 5th. 2 aboard, nobody out.
The catcher, number 7, Greg Marco.
And that'll bring up Greg Marco. His 13th at bat of the season. We'll see maybe if they get Marco to show bunt here. Now a late time call as the pitching coach for the Red Sox out to the mound. He'll bring in Ryan, and we'll see if they're going to go to the bullpen. Or they're going to talk it over. If we'll see if Bowles comes in on this play. If he does, they caught on. If Marco will be showing bunt. Actually, it'll be Ryan coming in with. And that's exactly what they'll do. So the Red Sox picked up on a sign from the Jackfish, and now that meeting, they bring in the first baseman, Ryan, and ready for the bunt. See Marco just bloop one right over the head of the first baseman. First pitch to him is in the dirt. 1-0. Marco, a wave and a miss, 1-1. One count. And Marco bounces one to short. Wilson's got it, throw on to first. Not in time! Ryan can't pick it. Marco an RBI. And we're tied at 2. For real this time, we're tied at 2 here in Welland. Marco, pretty good speed for a catcher.
Your center fielder, number 24, Logan Brown.
So now back to the top of the lineup card. Tied at 2, runners at the corners. Gom at third, Marco at first, and we'll see what that is ruled. It's going to be ruled a hit. Greg Marco gets his second hit of the season. Hogan Brown, little check swing. Marco hops over it. Play on to first. But Hogan Brown does drive in a run. Now the Jackfish take their first lead of the ball game with Gom scoring on the sacrifice ground ball. And it's 3-2 Fish. That works just as well as the bunt does for Hogan Brown. So here's Ethan Pasco with Marco at second. 1 out. Again, Marco does run well for a catcher at second. And Pasco, that ball's gonna bloop into right field, base hit. Marco getting the hole, then he trips over. He's able to get back to third base. Marco started running on that pitch. If he kept going, he would have scored easily. Pasco with his second hit of the night. And that'll bring up Steven Moretto with 2 aboard.
Your first baseman, number 15, Steven Moretto.
And now we're going to have a pitching change, it looks like, as the manager coming to the bump. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Pitching change coming in. Welland Jackfish pressing for more here. They lead 3-2 now in the bottom of the 5th. The bats have come to life. And it'll be the meat of their order due up when we get back. It'll be Steven Moretto and James Smyberg as we have a pitching change here in Welland.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 54, Gabe Bruder. Fans, your attention, please. If you're the owner of a white Volkswagen, license plate number CWLT 820. Your lights are on. White Volkswagen, license plate number CWLT 820. Your lights are on.
All right, so welcome back as the pitching change has been made. 5th pitcher of the night for the Red Sox. and it'll be Gabe Bruder taking over for Brantford. Trying to get out of this jam that the Red Sox are in here in this 5th inning. As it starts to get chilly out here at Welland Stadium. Really good crowd on hand waiting for the official number of tonight. Moretto with 1 out, runners at the corners. First pitch, off for second. Good throw down and plenty of time, but he gets in. Double steal for the Jackfish as they swipe in another run. As Marco comes home on the throw down to second. And it was a beautiful slide out there at second base by Ethan Pasco. Jackfish love to run that play as we've seen all season long. It's now a 4-2 Fish lead here in the 5th. Pasco is leadoff second. Pitch is well outside, 2-0, sorry. To the big slugger Moretto. Smybert on deck. Moretto right back to the pitcher. That'll advance the runner to third in Pasco, and they'll take the out at first as Moretto is retired, 2 away.
Shortstop number 23, James Smybert.
So here's JS. Smybert laces one down the right field line. Foul. Top of the 5th inning in Barrie. Baycats and Maple Leafs knotted at 1 in that one. Pasco dancing around at third base. Here comes the pitch. Smybert laces another one down the right side, but it's foul once again just early on both those pitches. Now 0-2 to Smybert. The 0-2. And it's high and in tight. Nice takes from Smybert. 1-2 the count. Smybert fights another one off. Count stays 1-2. Bruder, long pause out on the bump. Looks like Mateo Porcelato on deck. He'll pinch hit if James Smybert can get aboard, and that he does. Base hit to right field. Smybert, another RBI single. And the Jackfish have come alive here in inning number 5. 5-2 Fish. Make James Smybert 3 for 3 tonight.
10, Mateo Porcelato.
And here's Mateo Porcelato pinch hitting for Caleb Feuerstein. Porcelato getting into the game. McCoy Pierce on deck. 2 away. Smybert stands at first base. Bruder trying to get out of this inning. It's been a 4-spot so far. First pitch to Porcelato, all over it. Right back to the screen, 0-1. The 0-1 to Porcelato, little hit and run action. Base hit to right field. Smybert's around second into third. And runners at the corners for Welland as the Sticks continue to rake here in inning number 5. And that'll bring McCoy Pierce now.
Third baseman number 19, McCoy Pierce.
Jackfish have now batted around, and we got another pitching conference coming to the mound. We'll see if that'll do it for Bruder. So a pitching change coming in Welland once again. Pitcher number 6 in inning number 5 for the Red Sox. And coming in will be Gabe Braun. So we'll step away and we'll be back momentarily. Jackfish 5, Red Sox 2.
Now pitching for Brantford, number 5, Gabe Braun.
So third pitcher of the inning. Gabe Braun now takes over for the Red Sox in a 5-2 Jackfish game. McCoy Pierce can kind of blow it open. Check swing, throw down, not in time. And Ruiz is hot at the call. It was a good slide in there from Mateo Porcelato, just inside of the tag, head first. And now 2 in scoring position. McCoy 0 for 2. course, had that controversial hit back a couple innings ago where we all thought it was a double. It was called a double, which at the moment tied the game at 2, then was called back, and Red Sox were able to turn 2. See if McCoy Pierce can get back a little bit here. 1-1. McCoy Pierce bounces one. Gallagher's got it. Toss to first. And just in time. Took his time almost too long with McCoy chugging down the first base line. And that'll finally do it for inning number 5. Jackfish score 4.
Back. It's time for the IBL.
As they now lead the Brantford Red Sox 5-2.
Fans, there they are, the IBL's fastest ground score. Don't forget to visit the fish online at wellandjackfish.com. There you'll find season updates, promotional schedules, videos, and so much more. How about you follow the fish? Jump on all forms of social media at Welland Jackfish. You can get your company involved here at the show on the pond as well. Many good partnership opportunities are available. Visit Fan Services at the front gate or visit wellandjackfish.com for more information. Tonight's attendance here at the pond, aka Welland Stadium, 1,605. That's 1605. The Welland Jackfish, thank you.
What did you do?
Your attention, please. Now at second base for the Jackfish, number 6, Tyler Dupuis. Leading off the 6th inning for Brantford, shortstop Gus Wilson.
So here we go, top of the 6th. As it starts to get a little chilly here. Wind picking up. We're expected rain about quarter to 10 o'clock-ish here at Welland Stadium. This game, although is already official after 5 innings, it's become an official game. So if we get rained out, this game will stand as whoever's winning when it gets called. It will be an official score. As Underhill back out there doing a great job here tonight. He's gone through 4 scoreless innings. Make that 5 scoreless innings check in. Coming on in relief for Ben Abram out of the first inning. 0-2 pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. To Gus Wilson, the 1-2. And that one right up the middle. Smybert lines it up. Nasty hop. And Wilson will be safe at first. Smybert looked like he had that ball right lined up, and then it took a bounce at the last second and got by him. So Wilson's aboard to lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Right fielder Christian Kuzemko.
So that will go down as an error on Smybert. Snap throw back to first. Marco almost catching Wilson, drifting off the bag. For Greg Marco tonight, of course, a member of the Jackfish since day one. And we'll get to our out-of-town scoreboard here momentarily. And Barrie, of course, Hamilton and Toronto rained out. Or Hamilton and Kitchener rained out, sorry. Toronto and Barrie. Barrie's now taken a 3-1 lead over Toronto in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Barrie looking to retake that second seed. Back to Greg Marco, a member of this team since day one. And for him to come in with only 10 at-bats on the season, he's 1 for 2 tonight, and he's been excellent defensively behind the plate. You know what you're going to get out of Marco. Excellent defense. And anything at the plate, almost a bonus. And he's been pretty good here tonight, getting Cocker and Martinez a night off. Of course, since Martinez has been acquired, those two have been flopping back and forth from DH and catcher. And that one's going to find the gap in right center field for Kuzmenka. Rounding second, Wilson. He's getting the wave around third. Just picked up at the wall now. Kuzmenka trotting into third with a stand-up triple. And the Red Sox get one back here in the 6th. It's now 5-3.
Catcher Chris Ruiz.
So here's the catcher, Chris Ruiz. Still nobody out in the top of the 6th. First pitch to Ruiz is fouled. 0-1. IBL playoffs starting a week from tonight here at Welland, as Barrie's adding on here in the bottom half of their 5th inning. 4-1 now over the Maple Leafs. Make sure to get your tickets online at wellandjackfish.ca. Tickets and seats are going fast. Game 1 at 7:30. And it will be against these very Brantford Red Sox. Underhill's delivery, chopped to third. McCoy Pierce holds the runner at third. Throw across the diamond. That time right into the chest of Moretto. And that's the first out here in the 6th.
Designated hitter Jeremy Bayou.
So that'll bring up Jeremy Bayou. Kuzmenka 90 feet away from making this a 1-run game. Underhill's pitch is outside for ball 1. Some action now in the bullpen for the Jackfish. Kind of looks like Rich Carente warming up. As that ball is popped. Shallow right field, who's got it? Dupuis hauls it in, tagging from third, throw home, off the line, and Kuzmenka able to score. If that throws on line, that's a double play. And now it's a 1-run game and a 5-4 as the Red Sox get a sac fly. And that'll bring up Evan Ryan, the first baseman.
First baseman Evan Ryan.
Rich Carente, a name we haven't said all season long. A big lefty. See if he'll come into the game here tonight. He's kind of been battling the injury bug. As Underhill calmly tosses on the bounce back to him. To first, inning over. Red Sox do score 2. To the bottom of the 6th. 5-4 Jackfish. We got a nail biter here in Welland.
Going home with y'all.
Your attention, please. Now at first base for Brantford, number 25, Nick Burdette. Leading off the sixth inning for the Jackfish, second baseman, number 6, Tyler Dupuis.
All right, so here we go, bottom of the sixth. Trying to get this game in before the weather moves in here to Welland. We're expecting storms in about 40 minutes or so. Looking over Hamilton right now. The Ticats game that was going on tonight has been delayed, and Tim Hortons Field has been evacuated due to the storm that's hitting Hamilton at the moment, and it's on a direct line for us, so we'll see if we can get a full 9 innings here tonight. Again, this game is official as that pitch goes to the backstop. And it's 2-0 on Tyler Dupuis, his first at-bat here tonight. Check swing from Dupuis, held up. 3-0 now to Tyler Dupuis. And Dupuis takes ball 4, so he walks on 4 pitches. And he's aboard to lead off the 6th with a walk. And that'll bring up Tyson Gom, who doubled back a couple innings ago.
Tyson Gom.
So here's Gom, 1 for 2, a double and a run score. He drove in a run as well as the first pitch he sees as well outside for ball 1. Outside, ball 2. So Gabe Braun having trouble finding the strike zone. 6 straight balls here to begin the 6th. Three and 0 now, 7 straight balls. And you know the Mississauga native, Gom, will be taking all the way here in a 3-0 count. Want to see a strike from Braun before you get into swing mode. 3-0 count. And there it is at the knees for strike 1. Three-one coming to Gom. Here it comes. Big cut and a miss from Gom. Count is full. Gom was looking for the rooftops on that cut. And now finds himself in a full count. We'll see what he sees here. Payoff pitch coming. And Gom fouls that one off down the third baseline. That one's going to get up onto the berm. Full count pitch again. 7th pitch of this at-bat. And that one's in tight. Ball 4, back-to-back walks to start the 6th. And Brantford will get the bullpen fired up once again here tonight.
Catcher number 7, Greg Marco.
So here's Greg Marco, and now we'll have another pitching conference on the mound. Think about the IPL now. You don't get a max pitching visits as you do in other leagues, so they can go to the mound as many times as they so deserve. And the Brantford pitching coach might have more steps than any of the players tonight. Talking things over with Bowles, the third baseman. And now Dale LeGros will walk out there to break things up, and they're going to wait until he really gets right to the mound. LeGros going to come break this meeting up. Now it looks like they're having words with Dale LeGros out on the mound. So the whole emphasis of that pitching visit was, as Rod Mahood just said, probably to ask about the strike zone. Nonetheless, 2 aboard, nobody out. And it'll be Greg Marco with an elongated walk-up song. But who doesn't love that? Marco's got the best walk-up music in the league. First baseman way in as Marco showing bunt, now pulls back, strike 1. Of course, mics around Welland Stadium. We can pick up some audio from disgruntled fans. There's a nice bunt down the third baseline. It's bobbled. Throw to first. Not in time. That ball gets by the first baseman. Dupuis scores. Here comes Gom. No throw. Gom into home. Marco into third with a bunt triple. We'll call it a bunt triple, because why not? Marco doing it all tonight. And the Jackfish score 2 more. Make it 7-4 Fish.
Center fielder number 24, Hogan Brown.
So it's going to be called a single and a 2-bag error. And now here's Hogan Brown with a runner at third. Pitch is outside, ball 1. that pitch outside as well. 2-0 now the count to Hogan Brown. So Jackfish got a couple of those runs they surrendered back in the last half inning. Still nobody out. 2-0 pitch. And Brown fouls one off back into the seats. Up onto the berm, and almost a nice catch by a fan there, but he couldn't hang on. Two-one to Hogan Brown. Long pause on the bump. And a snap throw down on the strike call, 2-2. It's got to be a perfect throw from Ruiz every time, or else it's another run scored for the Jackfish. So risky play on a snap throw down to third. I'm not really entirely sure why, but it was a good throw from Ruiz. 2-2. Here it comes, and it's in the dirt. Count is full now. So another full count pitch coming from Braun, this time to Hogan Brown. Marco is leadoff third. Brown down on strikes as he swings over top of that one. One away. So here's Ethan Pasco, who's got a couple hits and a couple runs scored, actually. 2 for 3 with a strikeout.
Right fielder number 8, Ethan Pasco.
And Pasco pops the first pitch he sees up. Who is going to get it? Wilson drifts over. He's got it. As Marco faked the tag from third on that shallow fly ball, but heads back to third now, 2 away.
Mike Hart, please report to the Crime Stoppers of Niagara table on the concourse. Mike Hart. Now batting for the Fish. First baseman number 15, Steven Moretto.
That one up and in on Moretto, as he's able to get out of the way of that one. 1-0. Moretto now in a 1-0 count. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball is not in the zone. 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Breaker in tight, and it's 3-0. And now that one pumped across the strike zone for strike one. 3-1 to Steve Moretto. And now Moretto gets hit. Moretto not happy at all with that one after getting one up near the head area. And then he gets plunked right in the back shoulder blade.
Shortstop number 23, James Smybert.
So runners now at the corners for James Smybert. I think Steven Moretto is the most hit batter in the league. wears another one. Seven 4. Runners at the corners, and Braun just trying to get out of this inning with 2 outs for Smybert. First pitch is high and away for ball 1. One-0. Smybert rips one foul. JS just early on that fastball. And now it's 1-1. Smybert 3 for 3 tonight. And he'll bounce one to second. Bobbled by the second baseman Gallagher, and he spikes the throw into the dirt. Marco will score. Moretto to third. And it's unraveling here for the Red Sox. Another error. And now runners will stand at second and third as Smybert's able to reach second on the error.
Designated hitter number 10, Mateo Porcelato.
So here's Porcelato. Porcelato pinch hit last inning for Caleb Fierstein. Porcelato gets one by Gallagher. Base hit into right field. Moretto scores right behind him, Smybert, and it's an RBI single for Porcelato. Now 2 for 2 in the ball game, and now it's a 10-4 lead.
Third baseman, number 19, McCoy Pierce.
So here's McCoy Pierce with one aboard at first base is Porcelato. Fans want more as that one's up and in on McCoy Pierce, 1-0. It has unraveled quickly here for the Red Sox in the last couple of innings. As that pitch is outside, 2-0 now. Gabe Braun having trouble finding the strike zone tonight. Fans chanting ball 3 here at Welland Stadium. Still a full crowd as Pierce will foul that one off. 2-1 now to McCoy. Pitch is outside, throw down in plenty of time. No, he's safe. A delayed call. Looked like Porcelato had a little bit of a swim move. Now nobody's at third base. Porcelato's going to take third. Oh, Brantford, what are you doing? Porcelato called safe at second. It looked like he did that swim move that Mike Trout's done a multitude of times to get around the tag. It was a late call out there at second, but he was called safe and took third, heads up base running. As that one bounces in, gets behind the catcher. Porcelato stood there for a lot, and now he's going to get back to third where he's in safe. Porcelato stood down about halfway to home plate before he decided to go, then realized it was probably a bad idea. And he's back into third safely. Eventful 2 pitches here for Mateo Porcelato. Ruiz has yet still to throw out a batter tonight from behind the plate. Full count to McCoy Pierce. Here comes the payoff. And Pierce, sounds like he broke his bat, pops it up, and Gallagher hauls it in to finally end the inning. 5 more runs for Welland as they now lead Brantford 10-4. And of course, it's Stack and Dash time down on the field.
$1,500 now. We're approaching last call, and we're going to head down to the field right in front of that Jackfish dugout. It's time for the CA Niagara Stack and Dash for a chance to win a gift card from CA Niagara and CA Niagara Rewards Partners. Back down to Ryan we go.
All right, Ron, last one tonight. Here we got Laura and Maya, versus Rhiannon and Lily. You got to go over there, though. Over there, yeah. All right, here's how this works. When I say go, one contestant's going to run down, grab a donut, bring it back to their partner, and stack it on their partner. Once all 4 are stacked, you're going to take back off 2 shots. First across the line wins $25 to Butler's Horse for Sports. Ladies, move back a little bit. Move back, move back, move back. Fans, I need you one more time tonight. Make some noise for our contestants. I need better than that. It's the last round. Make some noise for our contestants. Are you ready? On your mark. Get set. Go. They're off. Here we go. First donut. There goes Ron. This is my favorite, Ron. This is my favorite. All right, here's donut number 2. Here we go. All right. Third donut minute. Fans, come on. It's Thursday. It's fun on Tonawanda night. All right, here we go. Here we go. We make things fun around here. Here we go. It's all about the dash anyway. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. Maybe not. All right. Congratulations. You're getting home $25 to Buckner's Horse for Sports. Fans, make some noise for our contestants one more time.
Fans, don't forget, Welland Stadium stops serving alcohol at the end of the 7th inning. Visit the bait shop now and enjoy an ice-cold Tallboy Pond Water Lager by Newark Brewing. Please respect the rules and help us maintain a positive atmosphere for each and every one of our Welland Jackfish fanatics. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Jackfish, the OG. Welcome back, number 52, Rich Corrente.
And if you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now, you play pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul, because I think I'm better than you. The boy said, my name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet, and you're going to regret it, because I'm the best as ever been. Johnny, rosin up your bow and play your fiddle hard, cause hell's broke loose in Georgia, and the devil deals in cards. And if you win, you get the shiny fiddle made of gold, but if you lose, the devil gets your soul.
Leading off the 7th inning for the Red Sox. Center fielder, left fielder, number 14, Roger Keane.
So here's Roger Keane leading things off in the top half of inning number 7. I'm Alec Murray with you tonight. Be sure to tune in Saturday or be at the ballpark, of course. It's going to be a great night as we have fan appreciation night. And Corrente, second pitch, is deposited into left field, base hit. Keane going to push it, looking for 2. Here comes the throw in, not in time, and it's going to be a leadoff double for Roger Keane. Newly inserted, making his home debut, Rich Corrente, as he's been on the injured list all season long. Pitched an inning on the road last week, now making his home debut. Been with the squad since
Second
day
baseman,
1.
Nolan Gallagher.
So good to see Rich back out there and healthy, the big left-hander. And now here's Nolan Gallagher with a runner in scoring position. It's a 10-4 Jackfish lead here in inning number 7. Corrente's first pitch is a wave and a miss for strike 1. Of course, the big news coming today from Welland. Paul Bissonnette will be here Saturday night to throw out our first pitch, as we've been trying to get their attention all season long. And finally, at his, he had a brewing release of his beer here in Ontario, in Welland. Of course, Biz Nasty from Welland, a Welland native. And the coach managed to convince him to be here Saturday for our first pitch, and he will be in the ballpark, so make sure to get your tickets. Well, they last well over 2,300, I think, tickets already sold for that game. So they're going quick. Make sure you grab them while you can. Go to wellandjackfish.ca.
Left fielder Tyler
Of course,
Wilson.
also fan appreciation night at the ballpark with our final regular season game. One away now for Tyler Wilson as he takes strike 1. Corrente checks second, now deals. And that ball blooped into right field. Giving chase is Moretto, but he'll run out of room. 0-2 now the count to Wilson. Corrente's 0-2. On the ground, through the left side, base hit for Wilson, and holding up at third base will be Roger Keane. Now runners at the corners for the Red Sox.
Third baseman Kieran Bowles.
Runs on 8 hits and 3 errors for the Red Sox. 10 runs on 12 hits and 2 errors for your Welland Jackfish. As the first pitch is outside for ball 1. And time is called. Kieran Bowles will step back in. Bowles bounces one foul down the third base line. One pitch from Corrente. And that ball is barreled to left center field. Gom drops the ball. Tyson Gom had it in his glove. 1 run will score. And it's going to be an RBI single. All the runners had to hold for that ball. It looked like it was going to be caught. Gom just misread it and dropped the ball. So instead of 2 outs and 2 on, it's going to be 1 away with another run across for the Red Sox, and still 2 aboard with 1 away.
Shortstop Gus Wilson.
So that'll bring Gus Wilson to the dish with 1 away. And Jackfish will get some movement going down in their bullpen now, with Brantford kind of getting to Rich Corrente a little bit. Marco looked like he wanted to throw that ball down, but Gus Wilson kind of stood in his way, as it's going to be a stolen base. Corrente comes set. Now deals. Comebacker. Off the glove. Smibert's got it. Flip to Dupuis. Back to first. Call it two. A double play. A twin killing. Gets Corrente out of the inning. The third double play of the night for the Jackfish. To the
singing Take Me.
When the unexpected happens, who can you call to guide you from crisis to calm? The trusted experts at Service Master Restore are ready when you need us. We'll be there for you every step of the way, and your peace of mind.
Great job, Fanatics. Thank you, Jackfish fans. Now pitching for Brantford, number 16, Nick Davey.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you wake up this morning.
And leading off the 7th inning for Welland, second baseman, number 6, Tyler Dupuis.
bottom half of inning number 7. All Jackfish here tonight. And it's a new pitcher, another new pitcher, Nick Davies on the mound for the Red Sox as he pumps in strike 1 to Tyler Dupuis. Inning number 7, pitcher number 7 for the Red Sox here tonight. As that one is in tight. 1-1 to Dupuis. Davey bounces that one well in front of the plate. 2-1. And a cut and a miss from TD6. 2-2. Davies, long pause on the bump, now will deliver. Breaking ball stays outside, full count. And Dupuis takes strike 3 called. Didn't like the call. He was ready to trot down to first base, but again, Dale LeGros known for having a bigger strike zone. Dupuis is sat down. That'll bring up Tyson Gom.
Left fielder number 25, Tyson Gom.
Davies pitch, and Gom fouls that one off, back into the dugout. Caleb Furistake got up as he hit the deck pretty hard. He yells at Tyson Gom, he says, "That way!" As Caleb Furistake just able to get out of the way of that one. Looks like, and now he does send it that way into center field. That'll hold up for Keene, who hauls it in, 2 down. And you know Gom's going to hear it when he gets back to the dugout. That was a missile back into his own team's dugout.
Catcher number 7, Greg.
Davey
Marco.
Mendez popped up with the baseball. So with 2 gone, here is Greg Marco. He's had quite the game tonight. He's been on base a couple of times, scored a run, driven in a couple. Marco all over the place tonight. And his first pitch is outside for ball 1. The only thing he really hasn't done is put one over the wall. Big cut and a miss there, 1-1. One to Marco. Here it comes. And it's in tight, ball 2. Marco sends one to shallow left field, and it's hauled in by Wilson. Inning over, to the 8th we go. All Jackfish here tonight in the Rose City.
Bids on those specially game-worn Jackfish jerseys tonight. Place those bids right now on the concourse on the 3rd base side, right above the Jackfish dugout.
Let me take a selfie.
Leading off the 8th inning for Brantford, right fielder Christian Kuzemka.
So welcome back inside the ballpark. Alec Murray with you here. Top half of the 8th inning. It'll be Casey Howard on the bump for the Jackfish. Christian Kuzmenka will lead things off for the Bo Sox. Kuzmenka, a couple hits, including a single in his first at-bat and a triple in his last time out. 2 for 3. As Casey Howard pumps in strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch, Howard. Pause. Kicks, now delivers. And Kuzmenka Going to hit that same gap he hit last time, except this time it's going to be cut off, but it gets behind the right fielder, Pasco. Kuzmenka going to troll into second with a double, and now a single, double, and triple on his evening.
Catcher Chris Ruiz. Fans
So
just
that'll
been
bring in
told
the
as
catcher,
well.
Chris Ruiz.
Dollar hot dogs right now at the snack bar. $1 hot diggity dogs right now at the snack bar.
So it's funny, they just announced dollar hot dogs at the stadium. I saw pretty much everybody get out of their seats. I'm sure the concession stand staff are loving that now. As Howard deals ball one, 1-1. Howard delivers outside. 2-1 now to Ruiz. Bottom half of inning number 6 in Barrie. And the Baycats are still leading the Maple Leafs 5-1. Again, that game, if Barrie wins, they'll take over sole possession by a half a game of second place. So 3-2 the count. Kuzmenka led it off with a leadoff double. And that one, hard hit back up the middle, base hit. Kuzmenka will be held at third, and 2 aboard here to start the top half of inning number 8 for the Red Sox.
Designated hitter Jeremy Bayou.
So here's Jeremy Veilleux, the DH. As Veilleux takes strike 1. And that one dips outside, 1-1 the count. Like to see Casey Howard have a clean inning here. Get his bats back up and see if we can complete this game before the weather hits. You can smell it in the air here at Welland Stadium. Wave and a miss there. And it's now 1-2. Howard in the driver's seat. Runners at the corners. 1-2 is low, ball 2. Even count. And it's fouled off as Veilleux will stay alive at the dish. 10-5 Jackfish lead. And that one right up the middle. Dupuis can't get the out at second. Will throw on to first for one. A run does score as Kuzmenka crosses home plate. And it's now 10-6.
First baseman Nick Burdett.
So, of course, a lot of regulars sitting here tonight, and probably, well, we'll see how Brian Esri wants to do it. You got two ways of looking at it. Either A, you want to keep your guys fresh and ready for the playoffs, which is a pretty quick turnaround. If you go a 5-game series, you're going 5 straight days. And again, you have the other side of things, which maybe you want to give some of your starters a rest. So we will see what Esri will decide to do on Saturday. As that one is popped high in the air. Maybe a shot for Marco. Over at the screen, he slides, and that one's up into the seats.
Fan from Dunville, Dun Vegas, picks up that ball tonight at Welland Stadium.
Pitch is low. Now 1-1. Another ball from Howard. 2-1 the count. Swinging a drive to deep right field, and that ball is going to be off the wall. One run's going to come around and score, and it's going to be an RBI double. And we now have a 10-7 game. And you see Esri pop out of the dugout, say, to get somebody warming up down there. See who it is. Looks like
Center
it's gonna
fielder
be
Roger Keane.
Scott Gillespie. Getting hot quick. One away. As Howard deals, swing and a miss to Roger Keane. 0-1. And Keane fouls that one off. Now 0-2. Wave and a miss, strike 3. Marco is going to have to throw down to first. He will, and completes the strikeout. 2 away.
Fans, you asked for it. That's strikeout number 5. Everyone here tonight with their game tickets get free French fries from the 2 Welland McDonald's locations. Oh my. Second baseman Nolan Gallagher.
So here's Nolan Gallagher. Runner at second for the Sox. 10-7 Jackfish lead as Gallagher fouls one off up onto the berm. 0-1. Howard pumps in strike 2, now 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Howard trying to get through the top half of the 8th. 2 already across for the Red Sox. Here comes the 0-2. Wave and a miss. Got him. Howard gets out of it. Into the bottom half of the 8th we go. 10-7. Jackfish leading.
If you didn't get one of those $1 hot dogs, it's hot dog toss time. Presented by Tender Cuts. Make some noise if you're hungry. Hot diggity dog. Time for some free hot dogs.
When the unexpected happens, who can you call to guide you from crisis to calm? The trusted experts at Service Master Restore are ready when you need us. We'll be there for you every step of the way. Service Master Restore. We restore your home and your peace of mind. When the unexpected happens, who can you call to guide you from crisis to calm? The trusted experts at Service Master Restore are ready when you need us. We'll be there for you every step of the way. Service Master Restore. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
Leading off the 8th inning for your Welland Jackfish. Center fielder number 24, Hogan Brown.
Great, so Hogan Brown on the bottom of the 8th inning. He'll lead things off. It's a 10-7 Jackfish lead. It looks like Scott Gillespie is going to come into this game for the looking for the save. Good point too, just brought to me Hogan Brown, player of the week last week. What a week he had with the bat. Kind of finding a little bit of that beginning of the season magic he had. Cooled off a little bit, and I say cooled off with very light as he's still batting well in the high 300s. First pitch to him finds the knee, strike 1. As that one bounces to the plate, 1-1 the count to Hogan. And Hogan Brown skies one to shallow left field. Whose ball is going to get it? Could be a no man's land. It is, and it's a fair ball. Hogan Brown not running out of the box. Looked like he thought that ball was going to get caught or go foul. So it's a single for Hogan Brown to lead things off here.
Right fielder number 8, Ethan Pascal.
We do kind of want to slide off onto a note here to somebody from out front stole our speaker. Somebody on a longboard. And they longboarded on out of here with our speaker. So if anybody sees it or knows of somebody or has heard of somebody, it'd be greatly appreciated. And we would like to have that speaker back, especially for fan appreciation and Biz first pitch night on Saturday. That wouldn't be very much without music coming into the gate. So again, If you see our speaker floating around there on a longboard, let us know. We would love to have it back. As it's an 0-1 count to Pasco with Hogan Brown aboard. Pasco shows bunt, now pulls back. It's high, 1-1. We have gone final from Vintage Throne and Barrie. The Baycats defeated the Maple Leafs 5-1. Final again. Barrie defeats Toronto 5-1. They move a half game up on Kitchener and now retake that second spot. So now they're in position to face the majors if that sticks in the first round of the playoffs. Which I don't know, you know, back-to-back champions. The majors have had a tough season. I don't know if you want to face London necessarily in a 5-game series, but nonetheless, we'll see how the dominoes fall. It'll either be them or Guelph, who's kind of mixed in that middle of the standings. One and 2 to Pasco. Moretto's on deck, Smybert in the hole. And that one at the head of Pasco. Control has been an issue here tonight for Red Sox pitching. It's the third ball near the head or neck area to a Jackfish batter here tonight.
Crew's having technical difficulties tonight. The winning 50-50 number will be posted on the Welland Jackfish website or at Welland Jackfish /5050 later tonight or tomorrow. Once again, technical difficulties. 50-50 winning number will be posted later. Thank you.
And a wave and a miss from Pasco. Strike 3 as he slams his bat in frustration. One away.
First baseman, number 15, Steven Moretto.
So here's Steve Moretto. First pitch is outside for ball 1. And Welland Stadium just got a nice big flash over top here. As that lightning's lit up the sky over top of Welland Stadium. Again, this storm is coming. It's due to hit probably any minute now. Two 2-0 count to Moretto. And Moretto turns on that one. Look out. And Caleb Furistake again almost getting drilled by another foul ball. Moretto turned on that one. It was a bullet into the dugout. It ricocheted all the way into left field. 2-1 now the count. And Moretto! The storm has come early. That ball is up and out of here. The sky over Welland Stadium brings the lightning, and Steven Moretto delivers the thunder. And it's an exclamation point on top. A 2-run jack. His 12th long ball on the season. Moretto absolutely got a hold of that one. Now it's Smybert who takes strike 1. Frustrated. Check that, 10th home run of the season for Steve Moretto. Now into double digits. CP on that one quickly for me as that breaking ball missed the plate. Looked like it was right in there. Beautiful breaking ball from Davies. Didn't get the call. 1-1. Looks like rain now just starting to fall here at the stadium. Bottom of the 8th inning. And Davey steps off now. And he's looking at his catcher, Ruiz, wants a rerun through of the signs. Two and one. And that one finds the outside part of the plate. 2-2. And an ugly swing and a miss from Smybert. Don't see that often from him. Throw down to complete the strikeout. And 2 away now.
Designated hitter number 10, Mateo Porcelato.
So here's Mateo Porcelato since pinch hitting for Caleb Furistake back in inning number 5, I believe. He's gone 2 for 2. As Porcelato takes ball 1. 12-7 Jackfish in a high-scoring affair with Brantford, who we will see in the first round of the IBL playoffs. And that one fouled straight back up and out of play. 1-1. Porcelato breaking ball, stays with it and gets a piece of it. 1-2. And here comes the rain. And it didn't even start to sprinkle or anything. It's coming down pretty hard right out of nowhere. Here comes this rain as a strikeout through 8 here in Welland. Big lightning over yonder here at Welland Stadium as the fans running to get shelter. It is coming down hard here at Welland Stadium. This storm out of nowhere, and I wouldn't be surprised if we just call it here at 8. It is pouring rain. And Craig Marco, the first one out on the field. Look at Greg Marco. Marco, he's ready to play the top of the 9th. And I think they're going to look at it come down here at Welland Stadium. The band we all expected. This storm was pending. It was over Hamilton about 45 minutes ago. We've been tracking it. CP, of course, the weatherman over here, said it would arrive about, 20 after quarter after 10. Of course it did. And it is really blowing out here. And I'm going to assume that's probably going to do it for tonight's ball game, of course, with the Jackfish leading 12-7. No official word yet, but here come the Tarps. Another massive lightning over Welland Stadium as the interns getting the Tarps on the field. And I would be very surprised if we continue this one. So for the time being, and that's it's a struggle to get that tarp down. For the time being, we're in a rain delay. Both teams just chilling in their dugouts. This storm has hit us in a hurry, as now the thunder starts to roll. So for the moment, we'll step aside. As of right now, we're in a rain delay. And when we get a word, we will let you know here in Welland Stadium. All right, so update here from Welland Stadium. That will do it for tonight. Ball game, Jackfish take home their 6th win in a row. 12-7 over the Brantford Red Sox here tonight. Of course, don't miss out on Saturday, Fan Appreciation Night at the Park. Tickets are going fast, very, very fast. Of course, Paul Bissonnette will be throwing out the first pitch. We will see you then. We can't wait. Jackfish tack on another win to this historic season and this historic run for them, as we do get official word this game has been canceled. 8-inning game tonight. Jackfish take it 12-7. Until next time, until Saturday night, for myself, all my crew, and myself,